Good evening, everyone. Or as it is here, just gone 6 p.m. It's 4 o'clock in Greenwich Mean Time, and of course 5 o'clock in Central Europe, and we're ready for this match between Wang Xinghong from China and Michael Larkov from the Ukraine. It is the WSF Junior Championship 2026 quarterfinals. So we're in the venue with 14 tables, but we're right down to 4 tables now. It's the business end of these WSF championships. Derek Kiley with you for this game. It will be the last game of the day here. 4 matches in progress. There will be the last play of the evening here in Sofia, in Bulgaria, in the Marinella Hotel. A beautiful venue, a beautiful setting, and we're ready for what should be a very good game. 2 totally different players. Wang Xinghong, just 15 years of age, an exciting young emerging talent from China. And Michael Larkov, 17 years of age from the Ukraine, a European team champion in Albania just as recently as October.
Thank you, referees. Stop matches, please.
Our referee for this game is from Bonnie, Scotland. It's James McLaughlin, well known around the circuit. And I'm looking forward to this best of 7 match. I'll keep an eye on the other quarterfinal games. We have Prin Ratmukta against Riley Powell. We have Wallace Wong against Daniel Boyes and Joel Conley against Wang Zimbo. So it's Michael Larkov to break. We had a great game earlier in the WSF Women's Championship. A demonstration in top-class, world-class snooker from Bayilu. And this morning we had that game involving Joel Connolly from Northern Ireland getting through by 4 frames to 1. Some great stories in this tournament in the last 16 matches. Some great tight matches and some very exciting snooker. That's going to catch the knuckle, throws it across the table. If anything, it's helped because Michael will find it tough to get down the right side of those reds. So maybe the red by the corner pocket here is an opening chance for this young Ukrainian star. And that's beautiful. Fantastic control on the cue as well as the cue ball. Lovely opening pot to this break. There was such a spread of nationalities in the last 16. And still a pretty good mix of nations. We've got 2 players from China, one from Northern Ireland, one from England, one from Hong Kong, one from Thailand, one from Wales, and Michael here from the Ukraine. Well, this looks like a tricky shot here. He's got to watch the red nearest him and go over quite a few balls here. So the referee, James McLaughlin, will have to have his eagle eyes here to watch this. Just proving to be a little too tricky for Michael. He's got a red to the top right corner pocket if he wants to take it on. He's looking for more of an extended rest here. That's a better choice, but doesn't make the shot any easier. It really is about feeling the shot. You can't get down low. You've just got to trust your cue, and he has, and he's done that well. It's a very good shot. So a good start for Michael.
70.
3 reds, 2 blacks. Well, that's a tight road into that corner pocket. If that red below the pink does travel, and he is hampered, he can't really take that on. Unlucky not to go a little further up. He would have had the red to the left of that into the same pocket. Has to go to the centre now. We'll look to stun a little to come back down for the black. Well, gets the contact.
25.
Still has the opportunity into this corner with the black. He's looking at the pink as well. Well, he's staying on the black ball. Very well taken shot there from Michael Larkov.
Fifty-two.
4 reds, 4 blacks.
53.
Needs to get past the pink. Might have a better angle this time to that red that he couldn't pot the last time. Yeah, he can get through on this occasion. Well, he's gone up the table, so any thoughts about a maximum have now ended. This is a very good opening break by Michael. And uses the pink to his advantage there to hold for that red to the bottom right. He's got a red to the bottom left as well.
46.
A bit of stun run through here for the black. Keeps the break alive. And he's got a red that will go into the right hand corner pocket just above and left to the black ball. Does that very well. Good control. And he's got that loose red as well by the cue ball.
54.
It's just taking a look. Once he gets rid of that, the bottom red should go. So he's starting to open up this bunch very nicely. Very good visit. And the bottom red of that cluster there should pot. He may just go past this pack, but he's looking at that red. He's confident it will go. And in potting that red, he may open another red for potting, but he definitely will, just a little bit of contact on the other red will open up one or two chances. He doesn't get the contact, but that's okay. He has the red that is directly in line with the cue ball there to work with. And decides to bravely go into the pack, and that's a beautiful shot. He split them lovely.
70.
So 70 points in this very quick opening frame. What a start by the Ukrainian.
71.
Just one or two safety exchanges. He was left with an option, with not much choice, to pot the opening red of this visit into the bottom left-hand pocket, and he's been inch perfect ever since. He can go back for the blue again. It's not an issue.
76.
We're deciding to power through on this.
77.
So this very impressive start has brought Michael Larkov this opening frame in this quarter-final match here in Sofia, Bulgaria.
'84.
Two things with it. He could have cut those two reds together, but he's still on the red to the bottom right-hand corner.
92.
Well, this black for the century, I hope he concentrates on the black. He does. Beautiful shot.
100. 101.
'Well, that's okay. He got past the pink. That was the most important thing. Talk about laying down a marker early on. This is a fantastic opening frame. Now, what a visit this has been.
109.
So he has a chance here of getting a 1-4-0
114.
clearance break. And that would be very important in terms of this competition because there is a 140 break already, and he looks like he's just got this yellow to negotiate. And once he does that, if he can get position on the green, well, Shen Qian has 140. I think he can get a 141 here, but he misses the yellow.
Larkov.
Well, what an introduction. That's Michael Larkov leading by 1-0. He's just said to Wang, nice to meet you. Fantastic snooker from the young Ukrainian. A 114 break, he leads by 1-0.
Thank you. Second frame. Handing home to break.
Okay. What response will Wang Xinghong have? Well, not the ideal start with a break. So impressive to come into a quarter-final of a WSF Junior Championship and just lay on the table and knock him 114. He did that in 14 minutes, so but he needs a kiss off the yellow. He needs something to cover here, and he's been lucky. That's an excellent pot. If you were asking for a response, that's an excellent response from China's Wang Xinghong. And one thing Michael would have put into the head of Wang is that don't miss, because I will pop balls, and
Nine.
that could be a very good thing or a very bad thing. Not a very good shot. Very talented young man, 15 years of age. So an early opportunity for Wang here.
Two.
He had to sit down for all of the first frame, with the exception of one or two quick shots. So not easy to come back onto the table so quickly. Great thing about these young kids, they have no fear. They attack, attack, attack.
19.
Well, there is a gap there, but he wants to go into the middle of it. It will spread the balls beautifully. Decides to hold off for a while. A little bit short with that one. Now he has no choice if he's going to take this red on. He'll have to go into the pack.
27.
He's going to make sure of the red here. This is dangerous. He needs a bit of luck as well. He misses the red. The crucial ball was the red. The pink has gone flying up the table, but the black is still on its spot. And Michael Larkov has a red to the bottom left pocket. If he can get that, the balls are spread beautifully. Lovely shot. Used the other red to control the cue ball. And that black will pass that red into that corner pocket. Now the reds are a little high up by the pink, I suppose in line with the pink spot, so that means he's got to go up and down a little, but they are really spread well.
8. 9.
Well, Joel Connolly has just went one up on the Wang Zingbo on table 6, the young man from Northern Ireland. All the other matches, all the other two matches are still at 0-0.
16.
So an opening frame advantage for Joel Connolly.
17.
Having to go up and down that distance doesn't seem like a long way, but when you're looking to kind of get back on the black again as often as you can, it means it can go wrong. Lovely shot. Little nudge on the pink didn't hurt either.
25.
He's got options here. He's got the pink, or he's got the brown, or even the yellow if he feels like it. But this, to get the pink back on the spot will be huge. But he's going to play the brown. The problem with going up the table like that is you get distance between the cue ball and the object ball, and
29.
that's when it becomes tougher. But at the moment, he is cueing beautifully, Michael Larkov. So moves into a 10-point lead here in this second frame. It's 2026 WSF Junior Championships at the Maranella Hotel in Sofia in Bulgaria. Oh, perfect pace on that. Now we'll get the pink back on the spot. I think he will. The angle is tight. Should have enough. He's looking at the brown. The pink is obviously the ball that he must. But he plays the brown. Possibly didn't have the angle he wanted on the pink, but look at the distance here. He won't be hitting this with a great deal of pace. Beautiful shot.
43.
He is playing like a dream at the moment, Michael Larkov. Now the reds after this one are a bit tied up on the cushions. He's going to have to work hard to get in a position on the black here. Needs to be almost straight with it.
51.
He's got an angle. Maybe he can get the top red here. He has a choice really because he's just cueing beautifully. His position of play is exquisite. And that's a great shot. It really is a great shot. He has a choice now. Centre pocket or to run one down to the corner pocket.
58.
He fancies this. This has to be nice and gentle. Perfect.
59. $66.
So just not high enough up on the table to go back with the black.
67.
So he's got a 40-point lead. After this shot, there'll be only 35 points available. And he's done it in lightning speed. Watching the white carefully, it's fine. So 2-0 lead in very quick time. This game is only 27 minutes old. And Michael Larkov has started off like a rocket here.
Larkov, 73.
I think Wang is correct to come onto the table. He needs to get some sort of table time. He hasn't been given much. And didn't play that well. Cross double, beautiful. Don't think he's going to get much table time until the next frame because Michael Larkov is unplayable at the moment. Well, that should be enough for that. So Wang Xinghong leaves the arena, has plenty to think about because Michael Larkov is playing champagne snooker at the moment and he leads by 2-0. So through 2-0 up, third frame. Michael Larkov is playing the best snooker I've seen all week here in Bulgaria in those opening 2 frames. It's an excellent break, right on the baulk cushion. Didn't want the double kick or double kiss. Michael has just been playing so well, it wouldn't surprise me if he knocked this into the left centre pocket. The only balls he's missed are the ones when the frames are dead and buried. Well, he just misses one. He is human after all. I mean, it's been absolutely incredible stuff with the opening 2 frames. Best I've ever seen Michael play. When you bring your A game, you bring it to the knockout stages of the WSF Junior Championship. Very nice pop from Wang. Extremely talented young player. He's got a match on his hands here. On table 5, Daniel Boyes from England leads Wallace Wang by a frame to 0. Joe Connolly on table 6 leads Wang Xingbo by a frame to 0. And on table 2, our other stream game, Prin Ratmukta of Thailand leads Riley Powell of Wales by a frame to 0. Eight young men playing for one dream of a lifetime, to become a professional snooker player. It's getting closer. Who can handle the pressure? Who can handle the occasion?
Heat.
And he's done it again.
Rising home, 15.
He's broken down on an early part of the frame, getting in first, but breaking down on that, there's a, well, it's a tricky plant, but there's a plant on offer here, and it will clear that pocket because there's this red lingering over that pocket, and Michael will want to get rid of that as soon as possible. Now, if he can play this correctly and stun the white, he's again in with a chance of compiling some scores. This is difficult. The way he's playing, he must feel he can pot anything at the moment. And he does. Very good plant. Using all kinds of extensions and everything, not easy.
Green ball.
So Michael going to play the green ball here. And plays a safety shot. Would hope to cover that red, but he doesn't. The red that is on the top left hand, near the top left hand cushion. A bit of common sense from Michael there too, you know, the black was extremely difficult, the blue was equally as difficult, and there wasn't much on offer as a reward for the pot anyway. Well, that's just spread them lovely. Really nice spread, and he's going to get a little kiss here. Will he go behind the brown? Just manages to stay out for Wang Sing Hong, who will be looking to see what moves here when he hits this shot. He probably would be happy enough. There won't be any real chance of something going to the pocket, or will there? He doesn't want to leave anything near the pocket, that's for sure. I didn't think that was going. It was a strange shot to play. Considering, I don't think he was actually playing the pot there, because I look at the cue ball. Michael Larkov from Ukraine, just getting the faintest of touches, all he needed to get that ball back into balk. And one thing about Michael, we can see he can pot, because he can pot like a dream, but he's a very good safety player as well. He's played a lot of team snooker where you're every second shot, you have to be conscious, or very conscious of what you're doing for your partner, and that really helps your game. Well, caught the blue, but the blue has shoved that white right next to the cushion almost. Michael's looking at this. He fancies this, you know. He's hoping that the cue ball will stop, but it won't. So a good pot. A bit unlucky not to hold for the pink or the black there. Looks like they're pretty tied up in any case, so he'll play the yellow here and just tuck it onto the cushion. The way Michael has opened up in this quarter-final match with the opening two frames, I think it's safe to say if he gets in, he's going to be extremely dangerous yet again. And he's being patient here. He's showing a bit of maturity, not rushing. These young men like to get on with it, you know. Better get the right side of this. He's got the double kick. There's a red to the left centre that isn't easy, but it's certainly something Michael will look at, and I would be surprised if he doesn't take it on. We're just hoping to hold above the blue. He doesn't get that, but looking down the table, if he can get down this end, he may try and just stun on the blue into the right corner, or right middle pocket. That's a difficult shot. The brown is the obvious one for position, and that's the one he's playing. Oh, he forced that. That's a mistake. Didn't need to force it like that, he really didn't. So here we go, a chance for Wang to get himself into this match because he's been pretty frozen up in the opening 2 frames. Now, you can see that it's not suitable at the moment with the pink and the black. They will not go into the right, they will not pot into the left. So he's got to have a look at what he's doing here. Well, he stopped with a brown. All well and good, but he's got to make sure of the spot. And he does. But he's drifting over towards that right cushion. He's still got a red available, I think, into that corner pocket. He's definitely got the top red. That will go. Not an easy shot. Plays it well. Now he's the correct side of the blue. He'll be happy about that. Very nice shot. Hit it nice and gently. Got this red to the bottom right. But again, maybe this is an opportunity to dislodge those, but I think he'll come back through the gap where his hand is for the blue. He goes the other side. Needs to travel here. And that doesn't look like it's gone high enough. So he's got work to do in and out of balk here. He's looking at the other angle. The brown is a great ball to play, but it's a difficult shot. Another lovely pop from Wang Xinghong. Now he's moving along to a 28-point lead. He's got to keep this going now. Well, that's just, as you can see, just above the blue ball. Well, the red above the pink, well pot to the left corner.
22.
He's got one to the middle as well. Got to be careful with this shot. They're not always that easy. He's unlucky there because he's gone right up to the cushion. And I think this could be the end of the break. There's only one way of getting back down the table from that angle, and that's with the blue. And the problem with that is that the cue ball would career right into those reds. An important moment here for Wang, because he's got a 35-point lead, but the way Michael's been queuing, that's just simply not enough yet. So he has to think the long game here. I think Michael can get through, but can he get to the outside of the ball? That's the big question. Yes, he can. Doesn't want to hit the green. And the pink and black have been completely out of commission for this frame. I would fancy Wang to pot this. Oh, he missed it by a bit of distance there. And he's left Michael in with an opportunity. He's got two options, right middle or bottom right. And in the bottom right shot, he could disturb the pink and the black, but he's thinking long term here. This should come down nicely for the blue.
One.
Prin Ratmuka now leads by 2-0 against Riley Powell, and Wang Xingbo has pulled a frame back, so it's all level between Wang Xingbo and Joe Connolly. Joe Connolly was leading by 1-0.
Six. Seven.
Just 23 points between the players now. That black will pot
12.
into that right corner pocket if we can just get the right connection on the red here, get the right position. Has to just drop this one in. It's immaculate.
13.
You can see that the main problem ball, besides the red on the cushion, is the yellow is a little tied up as well. It's going to try and take that off the cushion straight away, and it should respot.
20.
He's got the option to go and play that black again. He's got to be careful here. Beautiful shot.
21.
Now he has a lovely angle here to disturb the pink to release that red. But he can't screw back because it will go into that pocket, and he has done that. A lot of reverse side on that shot.
28.
He's got to be careful, he's stretching a bit here. And that's what happens sometimes when you stretch.
28.
So he's brought it back to a 7-point game, but Wang has got to look at possibly a snooker here. That's well played, a little bit of screw back towards the black. Well, it's just a fantastic escape. We didn't want to touch the yellow because that just gives Michael a bit more space to work with. He's got to catch this with a bit of pace, not too much. He does that. Where's the red going to end up is the question. And where's the white going to end up? And that is really fortunate. So Michael Larkov having a bit of luck there. Another small roll on the white, and that was available, that red. These look easy, but these are not easy to get out of at this stage of a match at this level, and he does well. The red, and this could be a snooker back. It's very close. I think Michael could probably get it almost the full length of the table. Tap on the table. Great shot.
One.
Great shot. And Michael will try and get back across the table. This yellow is a real problem ball for these players. Ooh, that was very, very close to missing that. Now he has a chance. Well, is the brown going to spot? That is the question.
Five.
Well, referee James McLaughlin says yes, it will, and puts it on its spot. Well, it's one of these shots that can win or lose you a frame. I think he's just going to have to drop this in so gently to get back onto the green. That was a wobbly brown, wasn't it? I thought it was going to stay over the pocket at one stage. This has to be actual dead weight. Beautifully played.
7.
So they're level on points. Green, brown, blue and pink. And they are all gettable. Just nicely nudged the brown. Gives us up a nice angle for the blue. He's got to be careful not to stretch on this. Getting a butt extension. And get himself as comfortable as possible on this shot. Oh, again, flirts with those
14.
jaws of that pocket. Has left himself short on this one. Every player will try and get, without using the rest, get to the shot, but sometimes this is to the bottom right. Difficult. Oh, what am I talking about? I know nothing. This kid is just playing awesome snooker. He needs the pink. Now, he missed a shot stretching the last time. He sensibly goes for the rest. Needs just the pink now to go into a 3-frame lead. Oh, and it stays. Oh, that was so unlucky. So, a big let off there for Wang Hong. He can get in here and pinch this frame at the late stages of this 3rd frame. He needs both balls. Needs the pink and the black. But this is pretty elementary stuff. And Michael would be very disappointed that he didn't pot that pink. This is pretty easy. This cue ball is travelling a long way across the table, but it's fine. So Wang Hong looking to pull a frame back here, and does. That's very unlucky for Michael. He did really well to come back into that frame, but you've got to make those moments count. And Wang Hong pulls the frame back here. It's Michael Larkov that leads by 2 frames to 1.
je, frame 4. Waar zijn Honk te blik?
Well, it's the fourth frame. Michael Larkov having a look at this red. It could have been 3-0. Snooker's a cruel game. Everything's going 1 minute and everything's wobbling the pocket the next. And he needs to put that pink that he missed out of his head immediately. Way easier said than done. That may just affect him for a few shots, and that's understandable. But he's got a good mental approach to the game, Michael. But Wang now is bang involved in this match. After being frozen out in the opening 2 frames, gets a lifeline to show what he can do. Well, imagine if Michael pots this red, it will set them down immediately into the frame. Very solid.
One.
Was quite a bit behind in the last frame, fought his way back to give himself that frame-winning opportunity. So he'll take the positives from that, I'm sure. So back on the table again, Michael in amongst the balls. Daniel Boys now leads Wallace Wang by 2 frames to 0. There's a right old battle going on between Joel Connolly and Wang Zimbo. Very tight frame this after the players both had 2 very solid frame wins. 1-1 there. Prin Ratmukta from Thailand leads Riley Powell by 2 frames to 0. So every single match is still in the melting pot. Great shot. Needs this to bounce a little. Great effort. Doesn't get anything from that.
80. Larkov, 80.
Well, still very positive stuff from Michael. He could have just put the white down behind the black, but he decides to challenge his opponent to come down the table. Big shot, this one. Needs to get it on the bottom cushion. Hasn't managed that, or has he? Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful shot in the end from Wang. Now, how positive can Michael stay? He is staying positive. He could just nestle into the group of reds, but he's decided to again go up the table. And that is a very positive message. Containing safety shot again, but no, there's a A little look into the right centre pocket for Michael. It's a difficult shot, but he'll have a go of this. Maybe he's looking to maybe release the red, or the white up the table, but playing a very good tactical game here. Oh, that changes things slightly maybe. Gets that bounce off the middle cushion back up the table, and it gives Michael control at the top end now. I think Michael has said he's stalled out in this game. If there's nothing for him, he's going to try and keep it up around the baulk cushion and make his opponent try and make the first mistake. Again, the pace on the cue ball is very, very good. He's going to look to come up and down the table here, and this is a risky shot. These can go wrong sometimes. It's very well played. It's done very well there again. This is a tempter though. Wang will have a look at this one. He hasn't got any options on the other side of the table. He's got to get back up the table. There isn't any easy route to do that. I don't think he's 100% confident in taking this on. So the in-off was probably the best outcome he could have hoped for there, because that white ball wasn't going to go easily back up the table. Now Michael will go up and down the table and hope to get this cue ball near the green. Daniel Boys is playing on table 5. He's just gone into a 3-0 lead over Wallace Wang. A lot of people's fancy for this tournament. Daniel from England. Well, now the black is tied up, and that won't bother Wang. That was an excellent safety shot from this 15-year-old Chinese superstar. This emerging talent that's coming out of China. It's just incredible. And that's an excellent safety shot. So Daniel Boys just one frame away from a semi-final place. A lot of work for Wallace Wang to do in that game. 3-0 down. Well, this is lap of the gods stuff. And he hasn't got away with it. Red to the bottom right. But awkward having to come over the red to play that shot or in around those two red balls. So just hard to control the cue ball with this one. He does really well. Tremendous power and great position on the black. Gonna stretch across the table here. Well, that will spot, but it's okay. He's got a red to the left. Still in the third frame in that game on table 6 between Joel Connolly and Wang Zingbo. A point or a frame each, and just 6 points between it at the moment. Between them at the moment, 6 or 7 points. So it's a very tight, tough third frame. Prin Ratmukta on table 2 from Thailand leads Riley Powell by 2 frames to 0 and is 40 points ahead in that frame. Well, this is what you get when you play an excellent safety shot. Forced Michael Larkov to play with just hit and hope to get back out of it. Didn't work. Taking on the pink. Great shot. Excellent cueing. It will go to the yellow spot, the pink. That keeps that area nice and clear.
50.
Fascinating match on table 6 between Connolly and Zingbo. Just 6 points between them now. And he's got the black to pot into this pocket, but many times during this tournament we've seen these refuse to go in. He's got to be extremely accurate, and the pace has to be careful. He can't overhit this. He's played it very well. Excellent pot.
23.
But he's made a very serious error there.
23.
It was very potable. Michael Larkov now a point in arrears after that visit from Wang. Excellent pot. Well, he's going to clear this up, and that's a good idea to get rid of that as early as possible. Table 6, Joel Connolly now leads by a point with the blue on the table, and he's potted the blue as well. So the pink will do Joel Connolly to get him into a 2-1 lead in that match. Michael Larkov has been deadly when he gets the opportunity. So Connolly pots the pink. He leads Wang Zingbo by 2 frames to 1.
Into
his rhythm now, Michael. Bryn Ratmuk has just secured the third frame and leads Riley Pole by 3 frames to 0. So he has got a battle on his hand, the young Welshman, and we know how good Bryn is when he gets going, and he's showing it in this quarter final. He leads by 3 frames to 0.
24.
Daniel Boyes leads by 3 frames to 0, and as you can see here, Michael Larkov 2-1,
25.
but has an opportunity in amongst the balls. So referee James McLaughlin has to clean the cue ball. It'll give Michael Larkov a few seconds to compose himself for his next shot. Well, he's been very unlucky there.
52.
Well, the pink is a big target to come up behind. Nice pace on the shot. Hasn't got the snooker, but has closed up any chance of those 2 loose reds coming into play at the moment. Bit of a let off for Wang there, because 2 more reds, 2 more colours, and it becomes a totally different frame. Michael Larkov will have a look at this, because that was careless. He's 15 years of age. People forget that these are very young kids. And this is a big stage here at the WSF Championships in Bulgaria. Well, he'll have the option of continuing here, and there's no doubt he'll take this green. Great cue power.
Four. 5. 12.
Oh, prime ball here, possibly. Definitely is playing super snooker.
13.
Just a little follow through, gentle here, and he'll have the red to the corner. He'll have a choice of reds. So Wang needs to find a couple of snookers if he gets a chance. That's beautiful.
90.
Again, right in the middle of the pocket.
26. 27.
Well, the pressure's off. We can try and do something here. Well, that's the end of this frame, and Michael Larkov has impressed me no end since the start of this match. He could have been 4-0, except for an unlucky wobble with the pink in the last frame, but his response has been quite simple, and he's come back and dominated this fourth frame. He's won it, and he leads by 3 frames to 1.
Thank you. Frame 5. Michael Larkov to break.
So Michael breaking up here in frame 5, leading by 3 frames to 1 against Wang Han. The consistency of his cue ball control has been outstanding, Michael Larkov. Now Wang has to win the next 3 frames to win this match, and he needs to really start doing something quickly. The pressure is all on this young Chinese player, but then they do say the last frame is the hardest one to win. We've seen that many times over the years, but the way he's cueing at the moment, I just cannot see that happening. I can tell you that Daniel Boyes is off to a flyer in the 4th frame of his match. He leads by 3 frames to 0 against Wang. And that's going to turn a few heads. A lot of people rate Daniel extremely highly. I think for that shot, Michael was just more concerned about getting the cue ball back, and what an excellent shot that is. It just gets harder and harder for Wang because Michael's just impeccable at the moment on this table. So difficult for him, but if he gets in there, he has the capability. We all know that. You don't get to the quarterfinal of a WSF event unless you're well capable. There's many years to come from this young player. Excellent escape from that shot. Played that very well. I look at Michael when he's playing these shots and I feel like he just isn't going to miss. He's just playing excellent controlled snooker. Well, he was lucky he got the kick with the pink on that red, but there's a chance here now for Wang. I probably put a curse on him there. That was the worst shot he played in the whole match, and he hasn't played any bad shots. Very well played shot. He's broken down on a few of these on simple shots. So he's just got to keep his concentration levels up and his focus here, because if he doesn't, he's going to make a mistake and he's going to get punished. Just a fraction higher than he would have liked.
16.
Off the cushion. He'll screw back here. It's very good. Bit of reverse side to just bring it out that bit more level with the black. Is he going to fire into them here? Indeed he is. He's unlucky. He could have got a lot more out of that. He has a red to the left centre.
24.
He's got 24 points early in this frame on the board. He's got to make sure of this. This is difficult. He doesn't. It's amazing how many times Wang has been in that situation where he's left himself with a top pot to the centre and he's missed. And it's always been around the 24, 25 point mark. So danger of a double kick here. He has to be with the right pace, and he's done that well. But the red careering over towards the pocket won't be an issue. But look at that cue ball. Well, the first man into the WSF Junior Championship semi-final of 2026 is England's Daniel Boyes. He's won that match by 4 frames to 0 as Wang hits an excellent shot. Well, Daniel Boyes, congratulations to him. He's into the last 4. A lot of people's fancy here in Bulgaria this week. Excellent snooker. Daniel's opponent in the semi-final will be either Joel Connolly from Northern Ireland or Wang Zimbo from China. That's currently 2-1 to Joel Connolly, but Wang has got up to a good start in that 4th frame. Daniel Boyes, he'll have a good night's sleep. He'll be back on the green bays at 10 a.m. in the morning. We'll be here to see one of these 2 semi-finals, and whoever makes it to the last 4, they're all capable. Well, where's this cue ball going to end up? The pink will cut. At this stage of a championship, when you're fighting for every frame, the green is the obvious choice. And has he gotten enough to get past the green for that red? I think he has.
4.
It was touch and go there for a second. Up to 35 points. Wang fighting back here. I'd expect nothing else. The pink will now pot easily, go back on its spot if he wants to play it. Looking at the yellow, does have a better angle for the next red, that's for sure. Well, on table 6, Wang Xingbo has got off to a great start in frame 4. He trails by 2 frames to 1. But he's 55 in front, just 67 remains on the table. So he's showing his quality there against Joel Connolly. Exciting match, that one. It's a very good shot again. Roddy Powell trails by 3 frames to 0 against Prin Ratmukja from Thailand. The Welsh boy leads by 18 points, but still 99 points available on the table, so long way to go in that frame. Well, he's got that a little heavier than he would have liked. This is an extremely dangerous shot. Look at the way the reds are situated. The pink will respot. He's got to think about this. And quite correctly, he's looking back. He's walked away from the pink. The blue is a much easier shot, but if he forces it too hard, it's going to bounce out because he's going to try and get back down the table again. He's got to pot the blue first. Part 1, excellent. He's got a red to the bottom right. He's got the option of a red to the bottom left as well.
16.
He's missed it. At a crucial time to miss. After an excellent blue. Michael Larkov will come to the table. He trails by 47 points, but there are plenty reds available. 8 reds remain. Now he's left him back on the table, but he hasn't left him the easiest of shots. This is extremely difficult. Very hard to hold for anything there. Now he's snooking himself under all of the colours. He would like to play the yellow. Well, that's not even easy. He could come down off the back cushion here and play to the black, but that's the last thing he'd want to do. He trails by too many points. And misses.
Larkov 1, Wang Xingbo 4, and Ass.
So he asks referee James McLaughlin to put that one back. Wasn't far away from the yellow. Both players happy with that. Trails by 50 points. Better line. Gets a little nick. You'll take that. It was an extremely difficult shot to play that red and try and hold for the black. He couldn't have hit it any harder. It wouldn't have dropped. So Wang is back at the table. His heart must have sunk when he saw that missed shot, because the way Michael has played so far in this match, he may have felt that was that. No, the pink potted into the middle pocket at some stage here would be lovely, because it will go back onto a spot which is wide open at the moment. That, of course, can change. It's not a very good shot from Wang. When he has to do everything correctly at this stage of the game and the situation he's in, that was excellent. Now there is the red above the black that Michael can play, but he's got to be absolutely certain with his cue ball. And the danger is he may crash into the pink. So he's avoiding that shot. He's looking at something here. Well, hold on to your hats here. This is a big shot. Oh, the incredible shot. Got to be the best shot I've seen all day. At this situation, excellent. Well, Wang Zingbo has pulled the frame back, so it's all square between himself and Joel Connolly, 2 frames apiece. No one ever doubts Riley Pole's grittiness and fighting ability. He's battling back. He's 3 down, but he leads by 34 points. And he's on a break at the moment. Well, that red was just superb. You're trying to win the frame to go through to the semi-final of a WSF Championships. There's reds everywhere. You miss, you sunk. He's just not happy with that because he needed to go a fraction further with the cue ball. It's got a difficult black to take on here. Still 41 points behind, so this looks really tough. But he's just been gliding these in all evening, and that is just immaculate. I know it's a bit down the line, but look at how inviting all the colours are. Reds aren't bad either. Beautiful shot. Great cue control. Great cue ball control. Everything about that shot was good.
24. Five.
Well, this is fascinating snooker. What a great match this has been so far. The quality has been sky high. Enjoyed every second of this match. Had some great games here in Sofia at the Maranello Hotel. We really are privileged to see these young players develop, and their accuracy is frightening. Just a 10-point game, no? Or 9 points, in fact. No, he's played that wrong. And you know, the minute he hit it, he knew it.
46.
And that's the end of the break, but a fantastic visit from Michael. Looking to lay a snooker here, and it looks pretty good.
36.
It's just a 4-point game now. And Wang Sing Hong must be wondering, what do I have to do, because I just cannot shake this guy off. Well, let's hit very lightly. I'm not sure that's going to make it. Well, it does perfectly. Why would I ever doubt it? The gentlest of touches. Got to hit this very gently as well. If he forces that red out into the table, he'll have a problem on his hands. That looks good. The angle looks perfect, and the weight is superb. Well, I think up towards the yellow we'll go now. Again, the gentlest of touches needed. Is Wang Xing Hong going to have a go at this? I don't think so. Surely not. No, wisely doesn't attempt that. Whereas this cue ball needs to go in behind the yellow for the young China player, and he's so unlucky. That was a great effort. Now another question. Will Michael Larkov take this on? He's had a good look at the potting line. This is risky. All the colours are potable. Oh, he's unlucky. It was such a risky shot. He looked for a bit of cover up the table. Has he found it? Well, I don't think he has. I'm not sure. Difficult to say from here. Well, here we go. It was a risky shot to take on. It was so unlucky not to fall, but the margins are so small. And that is a bit of a surprise for me. He had enough to cut it in and just didn't play the shot correctly. Now that rush of blood that Michael had, I think it's just resettled down in his brain, and he will be playing a totally different type of shot here. Very good safety. Still trailing by 4 points. 4 points can be the difference in the end. Wang Xing Hong looking to try and get that cue ball back up the table. Catches it very thick. This cue ball is staying in the middle. The red will go safe. I don't think that was the intention. You don't leave the white in the centre of the table. Can he see this? No. Well, the pink will come to Michael's rescue here, I think, or will it? Will Wang try and just drain this down the cushion and lay a snooker? It's not easy from distance. He's done well. So you have to be careful when he hits this. He gives it a bit of pace because you can't be gentle with this one. Well, the yellow is covering the pocket, so again, for young men, they have fantastic reading of the table. Will it go? I'm not sure. I don't think He's looking at the potting angle there. I really think that such a risky shot when you've got to win all the remaining frames. Yeah, it's wonderful if it works, but what is the percentage of this going into the pocket? He's digging down onto that white ball. If it hits the yellow or something. Well, that's just insane.
What?
I don't know if that was intended or not, but if that was intended, that was just an insane pot. Riley Powell has battled his way back into that quarterfinal game. He now trails by 3 frames to 1. Joel Connolly, Wang Zingbo, 2 frames apiece. Connolly slightly ahead in that one. He's got the wrong side of that ball there. It's a strange shot. Good shot from Wang. Fantastic confidence to play a shot like that. That was impressive. That's missed by a long margin.
Oh, nice.
That will go back. That was a country mile away from hitting that yellow. And I looked at the angle, I thought maybe he's playing with a bit of side because it just didn't go anywhere near. That's missed as well.
Oh, nice. Hunting home. Oh.
Michael needs to get his brain working here because it's not the most difficult snooker. I know he's trying to just lay up to the yellow and not do any damage, but he sincerely needs to get his line in order here because those 2 were missed quite easily. And these points are crucial at the moment. Crucial. Doesn't need to put anything in. Hit the cue ball dead in the middle. Much better. Good shot. 8 points given away there though, and 13 points the difference. It means that the advantage is certainly with Wang Hong at the moment, and he has looked to pass that green, and he does. Another lovely shot by this young Chinese star. Battling to stay in this championship. Well, it's got the pace. It's a beautiful shot. Great accuracy. Fantastic weight on the shot there. Wang Hong turning the screw a little in this frame. I think he may have fouled there.
Larkov, 4.
Is it a free ball? That was really careless.
Free ball. Big ball.
Very careless from Wang there. Not only giving the pole, but giving the free ball as well. And cleverly, Michael brings that pink off the cushion because of the points difference. He now has to think that far ahead. That's another excellent shot. I think Michael can see the left side of this yellow. If he can do a bit with the cue ball here, he could lay a very nice snooker. And he has. It's an excellent shot. And the coming across the table is not difficult, but when the brown is in the area of your line, what makes that a great snooker is because Wang has to hit it. Not the most difficult thing in the world, but he's got to leave it safe. The way the balls are situated, and that foul just makes it a 9-point game. And those little 4-pointers, well, that was an absolute country mile away from hitting it. Michael will have a look at this. He'll fancy this, you know. Just 5 points behind, he will fancy this. That is for sure. What a match-winning opportunity this is. 3 points between the two players. If he can get it down to the pink, he'll be into the semi-finals. Excellent shot on the green. Beautiful control on the cue ball there. So blue and pink would send Michael Larkov into the semi-final of the WSF Junior Championship, and he's left a difficult enough cut here under these conditions at this moment in time in this tournament, but he has played immaculate snooker up to this point. And Larkov progresses. That's a fantastic win for the Ukrainian Michael Larkov. He goes through to the semi-final, and what was a very impressive performance. It's been an exciting match to witness. It's been a pleasure and a privilege to watch this match because Michael Larkov has played a complete solid match of snooker there. He was unlucky not to win this one 4-0. Fantastic snooker from the young Ukrainian. He's into the last four. Michael Larkov will play the winner of Prin Rat Mukta or Riley Powell. At the moment, that's at 3-1 to the Thailand player. In the other match, it's 2-2 between Joel Connolly and Wang Xingbo. Connolly leading by 29 points in that. He's on a break at the moment. If you want to keep in touch with those two games, you can see the Ratmutka Riley Powell match that's been streamed at the moment. The other game, you can follow the details on the Snooker Scores page. It's been a pleasure. It's been a good day. We're back again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. We'll have a semi-final. We know that Daniel Boyes has blasted his way through to the last four. Michael Larkov has impressed his way into the last four. What are the other players going to do as they get closer and closer to that pathway to the main Snooker World Tour? From me, Derek Kiley, and from Alexander, who does all the hard work. We'll be back tomorrow morning at the 10 a.m. session for a semi-final in the Junior Championship. The finals tomorrow at 3 p.m. will be the Junior Championship final and the WSF Women's Championship final. But from myself and Alex, until tomorrow, have a good night. We'll speak to you then. Good night.